in textile, we have a organization under Ministry of Textile called Textile Committee. So Textile Committee has almost more than 30 textile labs in India where they do testing of the fabric. So that also sometimes is a condition put by large importers, that you should have a certificate of analysis that what dyes you have used. There is no harmful dyes.
Specifically, when it comes to merchandise, right? What steps do you think Indian manufacturers and exporters need to take so that we meet the US standards? And like, this is a very vague thing I'm asking you. Like, US standards will be different for every single product or service, but what are some common things you have seen that we are ignoring these aspects? I mean, why are we not you work with a lot of these exporters, so some small things which they just miss out on, it may not be important for us to actually get to that, but then for them it's critical. So what are those standards which you have seen which we end up making mistakes on, and what steps we can take to avoid it?
Yeah, so every product has a standard which is it is published openly. So first step is take a print and read it and understand that the standards which are mentioned and certifications which are mentioned, you have it or not. So if you don't have, then make sure that you take it to that level, particularly certification. So find out which organizations are giving those certifications, talk to those organizations, ask them the process of getting the certification, time and the cost, because cost of that certification you have to add into your price, right? So once you have done that, then it is always better to also check with the importer that is there any additional certification. Sometimes I have seen in US that particular state has some additional certification other than the country. So if that importer or buyer is in a particular state where there are some requirements, then you should be able to you should fulfill that. And there are a lot of agencies in India, like we have Export Inspection Agency of Government India, which does this certificate. Then we have labs, for example, in textile, we have a organization under Ministry of Textile called Textile Committee. So Textile Committee has almost more than 30 textile labs in India where they do testing of the fabric. So that also sometimes is a condition put by large importers, that you should have a certificate of analysis that what dyes you have used. There is no harmful dyes. There are certain dyes which are not allowed to be used in clothing or home furnishing. So this report will say it is not there, and that is why, and the standards and certifications are checked, all these aspects will be known to companies and they can follow. Then there are also certification experts as individual professionals who help. So take professional help, because this is a subject which only once you have to do. See, when you start doing business with US, only once you have to understand. Then every time you need not. It is better to invest once.
Right. Makes sense. So guys, if you have any questions or comments which you'd like us to take about this specific topic in the next episode, let us know in the comment section, tweet to us or reply to us on LinkedIn. We'll take it up.